Namaste guys, welcome back to UD's quickest movie reviews. As always, this is Udai back with some wonderful filmmakers and their work that we are going to review and rate in our show. If you are new to our channel, this is the right time to smash that subscribe and the bell icon so that you can be a part of our show and get all the updates as we post. Let's get right into the show. The very first movie that we are going to review today is My Uncle Strictly Refused Me to Tell Anyone. The film, with a screen time of 6 minutes 17 seconds, is a social awareness short film that is hosted on Showman's World Films. The film basically starts with the establishment of this middle class Indian family of 3. The husband, the wife and the kid. The husband receives a call from a distant relative who is coming to visit them. As the relative comes to visit the family with a lot of gifts, the husband and wife obviously are very happy and greets him and invite him with a lot of respect. But the child doesn't even come out of his room to see his uncle. Why isn't the child not coming out of his room? What did the uncle do? And how will the story end? Coming to the technical details. The story is written and directed by Mr. Zakir Hussain Siddiqui. When it comes to story, I see the point of the story was really intense and strong. However, I think the subject was not properly composed, as the complete focus I see was given to the problem and not the solution. Because as an audience, when I know the problem already, and you are showing me the same problem in a visual format, doesn't make any sense. Frankly, I was expecting some kind of solution given to the problem. Coming to the cinematography of the film, Mr. Mansoor Ahmed is the man behind the camera. I think Mansoor should give a little more concentration on improving his angles, lighting and the frame. Most of the angles he chose were really weird and unconventional. Maybe this could have worked out if he would have concentrated on the light. Because of the bad light, the angles he chose were not working out with the frame. With the light and the angles they have used, frankly, in the beginning I was expecting a horror movie. Coming to the editing, I see Showman's World Films have their own in-house edit team, as I see no editor's name mentioned in the credits. The edit of the film is really decent. However, I see there was not much concentration given on the color of the film, which I think would have enhanced the film to the next level. Appreciating the whole team, I suggest them to work on the technique and update their skills to improvise and work much better outputs in their coming days. With that, wishing them all the best and appreciating the whole team's hard work, here at UD's quickest movie reviews, we rate this film a 2.5 star in our show. All the best. The next movie that we are going to review in UD's quickest movie reviews is Reformed. With a screen time of 17 minutes 48 seconds, Reformed is an English shock thriller film hosted on Short Section YouTube channel. The film basically starts with these two burglars planning to rob this man. One of these guys break into this person's house and finds a briefcase. Along with the money, the person also discovers a very dark secret of the owner of that house. Now, what happens next? What is the secret that this robber discovered about this man? Who is that person anyways? A lot of questions that makes this film one of those rare edge of the seat watchable experience movies. The movie is written and directed by Mr. Scott Liam. The beauty of the film is this director, Scott, made sure his film looks absolutely lavish in a very small budget given. I mean, if I was not told the film is shot on a low budget, I bet I could not have discovered that movie is a short budgeted movie. It looks absolutely rich in every form. Let it be script, the way the script is narrated, the way visually the script is visualized, showcased on your screens, or the lights he has used are simply marvelous. And when it comes to Scott, what I really liked about him is the way he managed to work on the attention to the detail. I mean, just to give an example, most of the movies or the short films I watch, whenever they say the person breaks into a house, I usually see the person is having a hood on, a mask, maybe he wants to hide his face. And very rarely I see that the person is wearing gloves so that the fingerprints are not available when the police comes. But in this film, for the very first time I saw the burglar was also wearing some kind of socks on the shoe so that his foot marks are not available when the police comes in. This kind of attention to detail will really enhance the reality of the film and the filmmaker's understanding of his film. And Scott really did it. And coming to the most important detail of the film, I was really surprised the way he wrote the script. A crime with a religious flavor is really a rare combination for a thriller movie. And often it backfires because these two different genres or these two different aspects of life are very hard to merge and give it a visuality that will convince everyone. But when it comes to Scott, he really wrote this complete script in such a way that you are deeply involved and you will never know actual subtext of the visuality that is going on. I really appreciate Scott's intelligence of writing the script in such a way that everyone clearly understands where it is going by the end of the film. And that, my dear friends, is exact depth of understanding of a script and executing it properly so that it doesn't disturb the complete aspect of the film or how the travel of the screenplay goes on. Really appreciate that, Scott. Coming to the camera of the film. The film's director of photography or DOP is Mr. Daniel Tran. I really appreciate his work. I really love the way he used light, simple lights, and made this frame look gigantically cinematic. I also appreciate the way he has used reflections. His angles were absolutely mind-blowing, but the technique he used to represent these two different people and the subtext of film through reflections is remarkable. However, when it comes to the most darkest scenes, even at the highest resolutions, I could see a lot of graining. The graining disturbed my eye, though maybe they have used it to enhance or give it a flavor to the movie. I think it didn't work out well. However, I personally think that they should have used some kind of soft light to fill in, or maybe they could have treated these particular scenes during editing. And when it comes to editing, Michael Evans is the editor of the film. Every frame of the film, I must say, is very well handled. Of course, as I told, few scenes were a little bit great. However, the end product was really cinematic. Of course, there were few scenes where, as I told, was a bit grained, but the final output was outstanding. The cuts they have taken, the transitions, and the effects they have used will keep audience engaged, and maybe there are very few times you may even register that graining I was talking about. At the end, even with the very gripping and solid engaging scenes, 17 minutes 48 seconds is a bit too long for the films that belong to this genre. However, if you are looking for some twisting and refreshing mind-bending thrillers, I think this should be a film in your list. Appreciating the whole team here at UD's Quickest Movie Reviews. We rate Reformed a 4-star in our show. All the best. Now to the last film of our episode. The film that we are going to review now is Deja Vu. Deja Vu, with a screen time of 5 minutes 54 seconds, is a Pakistani psychological thriller short film hosted on Rheumatics YouTube channel. The film basically is about this famous writer who is facing a rough patch as his recent work or recent novel did not work out well, and now the writer is under huge pressure to finish his latest work, but not able to do so as he is not able to concentrate. And during this period, when he is struggling to get new ideas, he receives a call, and the call is from his publisher. The publisher says that they are not going to publish his work anymore. Disappointed writer comes back to his place, sit back. As he's trying to get back to his work, there is someone who hits him with a rod from behind. Now, who is this man with the rod? Why did he hurt writer? What happened to this writer? Will he ever finish his story? How will the story end? Is how Deja Vu ends. Coming to the technical part, written and directed by Mr. Ruha Malik, the film is really a very twisted and really a very tough subject to visualize. I really appreciate Malik for taking such a subject that is so complicated, writing a screenplay in such a way that even the simplest viewer can understand the complexity of this visual in a very clear way. Good job, Malik. Coming to the cinematography of it. The cinematography of the film is done by these two wonderful filmmakers. One Mr. Suleiman and the other one is Ali. Both of them did a wonderful job. But I still think they could have experimented a bit more with the camera movements. But whatever they did is very decent. But there is one suggestion that I want to give them. Try gimbals when you are running around. Gimbals really help you with the motion shots. They're very smooth and easy to handle. The visual disturbance you gave did not work out with the movie, because most of the times we always give that kind of shake when an animal or the four-legged entity is entering into your house, which was not in your case, isn't it? So next time, try to use some gimbals. Now that brings us to the editing of the film. Editing and color is handled by Mr. Usairam Khan in the film. I really appreciate the editing because most of the film is shot in a very low light and I see no grains whatsoever in the film. I know the most visual contribution is from cinematography, but as a DOP myself, I understand what and how hard it is for an editor to get the visuals to this level, and I'm sure Mr. Khan has done wonderful job when it comes to low lights. The cuts of the film are wonderful. The colors they have chose is mind-blowing, and the trick shots. The way trick shots are edited are remarkable. I really appreciate the whole team of Deja. I see they have some wonderful skills and expecting to see more of their work in coming days. And with that, we at QD's Quickest Movie Reviews rate Deja Vu a 3.5 star in our show. All the best. So dear friends, that brings us to the end of the show. As always, thanks a lot for watching our show, supporting us by liking, subscribing, sharing our show. If you haven't subscribed us yet, now is the time to smash that subscribe and the bell icon. And how can I forget? Thanks to Mr. Venkatesh for being our special reviewer of the show. Don't forget to watch all the movies that we reviewed today. All the links of the movies are given in the description below. You may also write to us your reviews and your ratings for the same movies in the comment section given below. Also, if you are a filmmaker and you want us to review your film in our show, then you can always write to us in the comment, or you can get in touch with us on Facebook and WhatsApp. All the links are given below in the description. Hope to review some wonderful films and get in touch with some great filmmakers soon in our next episode. Till we meet next time, this is me, Udai. Namaskar.